This is the second part of the tutorial for the crazy 3x3x3 Saturn. The last part finished solving all of the edge pieces. Now in this part, I'm going to be reducing all of the corner pieces. So for this one, choose any side, blue or green, doesn't matter. I'll start with green. And the first thing you want to do is to make sure that the green edges are always going to stay here. With that in mind, I'm going to match up any of them that can be matched. And from here, I'm going to use an algorithm from the 3x3x3 to rotate corners only. And by doing that, I can put in new pieces that have to be solved and take out ones that are already solved, like this one. So this algorithm involves L, R, and U, so you have to make sure that all three of those sides are going to be sides that do not turn separately from the center, like green or blue. So I can use orange, white, red, yellow, red, yellow, orange, or yellow, orange, white. So I'm going to start here, and first I'm going to rotate this one here, down there, and down there. For that, I'm going to move this piece, which is going to stay here, over to the left. From here, I'm going to do R, U inverted, L inverted, U, R inverted, U inverted, L. And that gets them like that. And from here, just keep on matching them up. And now I can use orange on the top. Same thing as before. And just keep doing that until they're all like this. Now I'm going to use this side. And that algorithm I used just now was the same thing as before, just directly inverted. So I could do the opposite direction. So now I have it like this. Now these two have to be swapped. Same thing as before, R, U inverted, L inverted, U, R inverted, U inverted, L. And that apparently didn't do anything right now, so I'm going to move over to this side. Keep this on the left, same thing. And one more. Here's another one matched up, so I can swap this one out. Now that piece is good. And right now, looking at the pieces, all of them are unsolved, but none of them can be reduced in this state. So I'm going to try to put in a different piece. Like this one, where this one can come over here and reduce, as well as this one. And you're just going to keep doing that until you've reduced all of them, or at least until you've reduced most of them. Some of the last ones might be a bit trickier. Again, none of them are solved, but none of them can be reduced. So I have to put in a different one. Like that. Here. Okay, so these two are complete, and once some of them are complete, you just want to make sure you keep them back here for as long as you can. And this piece is completely solved as well, so I can swap it with any of these. Okay, right now, this one looks like this, but this one is unsolved, but I want it to be on the green side. So to do that, I'm just going to rotate the corners like you would do on normal 3x3x3. So this one goes clockwise, so any other two of them on this side has to turn clockwise as well, or any one of them has to turn counterclockwise. So to make it go faster, I'm going to turn this one clockwise and this one counterclockwise. This one because I don't really need it to be on the green side, and it's not going to affect it. So for that, I'm going to have white as the top, and the other two sides I'm going to be using in this direction has to be like the white, where it's fixed. So red and yellow will work. So from here, I'm going to have yellow on the bottom, red on the right, and white on the top. From here, R, D, R inverted, D inverted, and the same thing again. And then you're going to do that 2 more times to make that counterclockwise. Now I'm going to use a white side and rotate the piece I originally wanted to rotate over to where the other piece was. Do the same thing, except only half of it. So R, D, R inverted, D inverted. One more time. Now put this one back as it was, and everything else is still okay, except this one is rotated and this one is rotated. And right now, none of them can actually reduce right now. So I'm just going to put this one down here first. And now I can reduce these two. Now this one is completely solved again, and there's only one more that I can replace it with. So now all 4 of these are completely solved, and these 4 are not. And looking at them, I see that this one has 3 pieces that I have to solve. This one has 1, this one has 2, and this one has 1. So I want to solve as much of this one first, and then as much as this one first, and then these two, because this one has most, this one has second most, and these two have the least amount to be solved. So first, I can rotate this around to solve one of them. And in doing so, I accidentally messed up this one completely, but I can fix that soon. So now I want to rotate this around in any direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, so that the red solved side is not showing. So doing the same thing as before, I'm going to do orange on the top, white on the right, and red on the bottom. And I'll turn this one clockwise, this one counterclockwise. Like that. And now I want to get this one to green, and now this one, and this one, all 3 of these have only 1 left to be solved. So I'm going to turn this one counterclockwise first. So this one goes clockwise, this one goes counterclockwise. Top, right, bottom. That. And now I want to worry about this one most. So first, I can't have it with the red on top, because nothing up here will reduce it. So see if there's any that can be reduced. So this yellow, if I put this on the top, I can reduce the yellow. So I want to first bring the yellow onto the green side. This one will turn clockwise, so this one has to turn counterclockwise. Now from here, I can reduce one side first, and then check to see which other ones can now be reduced. Now the blue still can't be reduced, but the red can. So this one will turn counterclockwise again, this one will go clockwise. That one is matched. This one goes counterclockwise again, clockwise. that. And now just match up any two or all of them if possible. And right now, all I have to do is to swap these two around 180 degrees again. But that will also swap these two around 180 degrees to avoid that. So to avoid that, I want to have both of the same color here. So I'm going to have either both oranges up here or both whites up here. It doesn't really matter which. I'll turn this to orange, so counterclockwise and clockwise. Like that. Now I can rotate this twice around, and I've reduced all the corners.